So, this is how my day's gone so far. I woke up, made out with a dog, tried to make myself look better, went for a healthy breakfast, travelled to the train station, noticed a scuff on my Jordans, stopped immediately, arrived at the train station, ran up a flight of stairs to shoot this time lapse, realised my watch was slow and that I'd missed my train, waited, boarded my train, travelled to central London, arrived at Waterloo with 20 minutes to spare, did some touristy shit, battled my way through an army of tourists, remained thankful I didn't have to deal with this, boarded my train at Waterloo, enjoyed the scenery, arrived at my mum's, was greeted by the most adorable puppy ever, greeted by the fattest puppy ever, worked a lot, managed my mum's finances for the month, got in the car, drove to my nan's. Got told my nan didn't want to be on camera, so I shot this a little bit without her knowing. Drove back, caught the sunset and cut up a Porsche. My bad. Came back, called the girlfriend, edited this video up until this point, set up my ghetto studio, transitioned into this segment in 3, 2... Okay, let's just jump straight into this. So when I first made this video, I wanted it to be about... I wonder if this would actually go better if I took my glasses off. I feel like I'm more attractive like this, but I can't actually see anything. So I'm going to jump in and just say that this video, I want it to be about becoming a creative person and finding something that makes you want to succeed and thrive in a certain area. Now, I've spent my entire life trying to pursue photography, pursue videography, because this is what I've always wanted to do. If you look at this picture, this is me at 4 or 5 years old, carrying a camera, trying to take pictures and stuff like that. That's always been in my mind. That's always been what I wanted to be and the person who I wanted to become. In my last video, I showed previous vlogs where I've tried pursuing that kind of career in the past, and I've been incredibly fortunate in the sense that I've always known the direction that I want to go in. When I was 15, I dropped out of school. I didn't have any GCSEs, I didn't have any prospects, I didn't really know where I wanted to go in life other than... I had this camera. It's a Toshiba Camilio. I saved every penny I had in the world to be able to afford this thing. It was so bad. Here's some footage from it. Yeah, do you like my hair? The audio, I know, isn't that great from the camera itself. I hope you like the video quality. I'm pretty fond of it. It's terrible, but all I had in the world when I dropped out of school was this camera. And I didn't really know how to create videos. I was still using iMovie. I think the first 2 months I was vlogging every single day. I was editing on the iMovie app on my phone and shooting it on my... It was terrible. But this was the start of where I am now. I then upgraded and I got this, which is a Canon 1000D. It was the first camera I ever had that had interchangeable lenses. No idea what that meant at the time. Then I got this, a Canon 700D. This was my pride and joy for a couple of years. It came with a pretty cool battery pack, which meant I could take pictures for twice as long and waste double the amount of footage. And over time, my collection grew. And I kept building an arsenal of tools that I fell in love with. But I don't know where I would be if it weren't for this. I've had a bunch of other cameras. I've had a Canon 70D, I've had a Sony A7S. I love photography and I love making movies. But all of this is what kept me going through my worst times. So the point of this video is to reach out to people who are going through a hard time. The reason I want to talk about that is because I've suffered with depression from a very young age. And I'm in a position now where I'm so much happier. And I'm living the life that I want to live. And I'm genuinely so happy with that life. This video has gone pretty deep in comparison to what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be an upbeat kind of thing, talking about productivity and managing life and balancing different things, as I said earlier on, but I felt like I had to talk about that because that is a massive part of my life, managing different aspects and different mindsets that I have to go through. And I feel like that's going to play a massive role on this channel. That is going to be the catalyst that inspires a lot of my content. And I've always been scared of expressing my emotions when creating content. I didn't want to express when I'm feeling sad in the video. I didn't want to express when I'm having my low moments. But then you look at artists who are so incredibly powerful. Some of the best artists and creators in the world. Steven Spielberg, Adele, Tracy Chapman, Whitney Houston, Ed Sheeran, Charles Dickens, Shakespeare. All of these people excelled in their creativity and bettered themselves as people by expressing their emotions. And that is something I'm only just figuring out now. Doesn't mean that I'm any less of a person by doing so. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. I'm not going to apologize for this video having a dramatic turn because this is something that I needed to talk about. And I don't have an audience. I don't have people I can sit down, I can talk to, I can create regular content with. If people start watching my videos, or perhaps just some point in the future I want to look back and figure out why the hell I sat down with this ghetto setup and created content, this is why. Because I want to create content that I'm in love with, and I want to talk about things that mean the world to me. Not only to better myself, but maybe try and help some other people. Don't stop believing in your dreams. Hi.
Hi.
Hello, baby.
Thought we just went for a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I need you to say hello, baby.
Hello, baby.
No, you need to say it really romantic.
Hello, baby.
That's perfect, thank you.